Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back. We're finally continuing on the Crf110 build. We got some new parts in today. We got the new Faster Minis front sprocket cover, a Nubz shift shaft brace. So I am replacing the one that's on there to this one because obviously this one supports the shift shaft brace or the shift shaft a lot better. And then we also have a cradle from Nubz as well, so I'm going to slap that on. And yeah, so let's start with throwing some parts on. I'm going to start with the sprocket cover because this is the easiest stuff to do, and then while we're doing that we'll do the shift shaft brace as well. So to take this cover off, all you need is an 8mm. I've loosened the bolts already. You're gonna see how much gunk is behind there. That's one of the reasons why I'm replacing this, because this, as you can see, holds a lot of junk back there behind the sprocket. So it just gets covered in dirt and crap. So you can pick some of this stuff out of there. Alright, I got most of that stuff out of there. It was just caked in there. So now I'm gonna grab my new sprocket cover, which looks amazing compared to this ugly stock one. As you can see, there's hella stuff in there. And they do provide new bolts for the cover. See if I can get this threaded in here. Okay, we got one and the second bolt here. Okay, and then I'm going to take our Allen key here, which I think gives a 5mm. And then this one's going to be difficult because the tool that I have doesn't necessarily fit for this. But I'll end up tightening this later with a different Allen key tool here. Alright, that's tight enough for now. I gotta go find my other Allen keys, but we'll start hammering away on some other parts. So we're gonna do the shift shaft brace, which is gonna be this guy, and that's gonna go right in there, which is gonna be way better than this kind of thin dinky one that I got on there, which these are 8mm as well. Okay, got that one and the other one, because the shift shaft brace that I have on here right now is a kinetics one. I mean, it works, But I only bought it because when I first bought it, I needed a shift shaft brace, and they didn't have the thicker ones in stock when I bought it, so I'm going to take those out, set those to the side, because we are going to use them, and then we just need a wrench to take off the shifter. Alright, once you get your shifter off, you can take the old one off, or if you're installing a new one, then just put your new one on. I'm putting my Nubz one on there, which is going to be way beefier. And then I need to find where I put my butts. Slap those puppies on there. Then grab your 8mm here. And just tighten them all the way down. Which that's good. Alright, and then take your shifter and you put it back kind of where you want it. That's super low. Hold on. It's so hard to get it to like exactly where you want it. Okay. I'd say that's about good right there. We'll toss the bolt in. And then we'll tighten that down. And then we'll start the cradle here. Okay, so once you get the shifter back on, and you're good with that. As you can see, this one's like pretty thin. So if anybody wants to buy this, sell it to you for $10. It's still good shape, just a little dirty, but if anybody needs one, hit me up. My IG will be in the description as always. But now we're gonna put on the engine cradle. So the bolts under here, like these two, you gotta take these off, and then they give you these two bolts and you put those in their place, and I think the stock bolts go down to these threaded holes on this one right here. So we're gonna try that and see how that goes. So get your ratchet and socket. It's a 12mm. We are going to loosen these up. I'm just curious, does this... Okay, I guess these do go there for that hole. These are the same thread. Okay, I'm gonna take the other one off here. Make sure when you do put these bolts in, put some Loctite on these bolts, because you don't want these falling out and you're gonna have a bad day, and that's not gonna be fun. Or ripping the threads out of the engine, which is even worse. So yeah, I'm gonna Loctite those. I just use red Loctite, like the gel style, because those ones don't really drip when you put them on. Okay. We are gonna grab our bolts here. Out of all my stuff here, this is what I use. Mostly, I think you can really only get Kimball Midwest stuff if you're like a mechanic and you have an account with them, but this is what I use. So really, you just take your bolt and you squeeze some on there. I mean, that's really all you need. You don't need a whole bunch on there. Just put that on both, and then we're gonna slap that on there. Okay, so once you get the bolts threaded in on your cradle here, leave them a little bit loose so you have enough room to kind of mess with these bolts to get them in, because I had to kind of fiddle with them for a second. But the other one, as you can see down there on the bottom, there's that one, and they're obviously 12mm. So I would say tighten these ones first, and then once you get those tight, then we can tighten the ones that actually go on the foot peg itself. And I also put thread locker on these bolts as well. Might as well, since we're doing it to all the other ones. Can't even put my socket on. Don't tighten them too hard because it is aluminum. Okay, the other side's already tight. So now, if you can look under here, which is, these are 6mm bolts, which come in the kit. Okay, now everything's tight. As you can see, there is the cradle, and it works with your BBR skid plate if you have one. And yeah, last like a week or two ago, I also got this Thrill Seekers seat cover, which I threw on. Honestly, went on really nice. Just make sure that you use like kind of some shorter staples, especially on the back here, because if you do longer ones, they tend to poke through, or if you push on it, it will poke you in the butt, and that's not good. But yeah, that's everything installed. The Nubz shift shaft brace, faster minis, sprocket cover, which I think they just came out with this, I'm not 100% sure. And then I also have the cradle on there, which is all good to go. So if we're sending this thing off some jumps, we won't rip the foot pegs out, because this brace, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it latches on up here to this little rod part that's like part of the frame, so that supports the whole deal there. And this just looks amazing. I almost got black, but I changed my mind and got red, because the red kind of just pulls it together. Probably gonna get it like a red gas cap, because these gas caps suck because they're the click type, and after so long, if you click it too many times, it will break, and then you have to like basically break the cap off trying to get this off, which is no good. So we're probably gonna get like a billet one. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate everybody who is subscribed already. If you aren't, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps out. We're almost to 300, on the quest to 1,000, so I can start making some real YouTube money. Like, so if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.